How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Pritchard Pub. We got a nice little spontaneous afternoon watch worthy for y'all.
You just said ass.
Ass. Ass.
We got a spontaneous ass.
Spontaneous ass. You know how it is.
Everyone loves a good spontaneous ass.
Yes.
So every time you play a video, I have to unmute it for sound on my phone. So that's really annoying because it was like based, but I didn't have time to unmute it, so I can't hear any of those links unless I do that.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout outs to Bat Sauce in the chat.
Beep, beep, bat sauce.
I'll just leave him up here so it's like he's watching it with us.
All right. He just had some spontaneous ass too.
Yeah. You gotta love the spontaneous ass. All right.
Well, I guess it's planned if it's a honeymoon.
Oh yeah, lots of spontaneous ass in Italy.
I'm talking about it like I'm there. Like I know what's happening, but I know what's happening.
Why wouldn't? Anyway. Okay. So first a message from the editor.
We need to talk about this
I'll just go
now.
down.
Hold on.
There is no reason that people in pain or animals in pain should be denied opioids and given fucking gabapentin. It is not okay. Advocate for the people you love and the animals you love, because gabapentin is not for pain. They're prescribing it off-label for pain, for nerve pain. It's bullshit. It does not work. I have met countless people who have taken gabapentin, and almost every one of them had horrible side effects. You know what it does to me? It gives me migraine with aura, and it's terrifying. And I get aphasia with it, so I can't make out words. It's like having a fucking stroke. And it did nothing for my pain. It made me a little tired too. So it's a sedative. It's an anti-seizure medication is what it is. And it will make you a little tired, and in that respect, help a little with anxiety for some people. But there's no reason that we are should ever allow a doctor to give that to us or our pets for pain. And you need to advocate for the people you love, advocate for yourselves, and put your fucking foot down. Enough is enough. Gabapentin is not okay for pain. And I am telling you right now, if you give it to your animals, you might think it's helping because it's sedating them, but it is not helping their pain. They are suffering. The people you love and the animals you love are suffering from gabapentin. It's ridiculous.
Well said, love.
It's been really common, and I've seen it everywhere, where people are dosing their animals with gabapentin and thinking it's helping because the vets are lying to them. It's not okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
PSA.
It's a good topic.
It is.
Spread awareness.
What a good boy. I already know it.
You can go eat it.
Right.
Go. You can eat it. Go. I'm not gonna eat. You can eat it. Go eat it. Go eat it. It's just a little snack. You can eat it. Go. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on. God is good. God is great. Let us thank him for our food. By his hands we all are fed. Thank you, Lord, for daily bread. Amen. Okay.
Such a good boy. I love wholesome animal videos.
Me
They're
too.
the best.
What a good baby.
That dog looks just like our dogs. So, in ways.
Like a floppy-eared version?
Yeah. Just going to the next one since this is 20 seconds. Yeah, that's weird. Those look like bodies. They probably are.
And they have tons of comments. No one is actually seeing like
Tons of
what
tons
it's
of what?
about. Like tons of comments and likes, and no one has said like what that's all about. Like you can see the knees and stuff. Like why are they transporting bodies like that? I don't understand. It's
weird.
fishy. Maybe they're making food out of them.
Yeah. Soylent Green is people.
Yeah. That's what it said in the little thing.
Really?
Yeah, it actually says Soylent Green. It's people.
Oh wow. I believe it.
I've never seen
Like,
Is that
say
movie
again?
called Soylent Green?
Oh yeah. It's a good one.
I've never
Classic.
seen it. But it's
I haven't
people.
seen it. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. You know, it's a classic. Soylent Green is people.
Okay.
What?
Wait, airplane? Airplane's making the noise. This one. I'm gonna land there. Like there's an airport there. Guys,
See that?
Yeah.
what the fuck? Oh, there's another. Is it a weather balloon? Look at the shape though. And our balloons is filled. Oh my god, guys, what the fuck is that? Zoom out. Okay, that's a UFO. Like Medellin is a city full of cell phones and people like fucking photographing shit. So we fucking hear about it. Like this is the first time in my life that such a thing is happening to me, like a UFO sighting, whatever. I'm a huge fucking skeptic, like huge, but also like want to believe, you know. Jesus, what the fuck is it?
Wow. It's wild. I added this one on because it's just like so clear. You know what I mean? I think I have another UFO video in there too, but yeah, it's very, very clear. So let's go to the next one. You know this one. Oh yeah. 3 different angles, and there's even more too, and it was reported on the news. This is one of my favorite UFO videos. Like it just looks like an amorphous blob of light when they zoom
And
way
the different angles too. It's crazy.
in. Yeah, lots of people saw this one. Yeah, that's crazy. It looks like it's taking a picture to me. It's wild. When did you first see the Jerusalem UFO video, babe?
Oh, I don't know. It was years before we met. Probably not too long after it was a thing.
Yeah, I can see that. I think it was like 2011 or 12 for me. Can't remember exactly. This one's good though.
Please leave. Back the fuck away from me. Back up. Before I call 911. Back the fuck up. I said back the fuck up! Back up! I know everybody in this fucking apartment complex. Go the fuck away from me. No! Go!
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, creepy dudes be creeping.
You gotta act like that though. My friend and I were being harassed, like these guys saying nasty shit to us, and they followed us into the parking ramp and we tried to hit the door closed, and they ended up getting into the elevator with us after we were trying to just get away from them. And so I fucking blew up on them, and they ended up apologizing and getting scared because I was fucking angry. You don't fucking treat people like that, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like, it's like a defense, like fight or flight, you know? Fight.
Hmm. Yeah. And it works. I mean, except for when it doesn't, but it definitely works. You know, people don't like to be confronted like that. So
Yep.
this one's cool.
Nature's corrupted.
Understandable. A little bit rough.
Yeah.
The booties void.
Beats, gamma ray bursts. Yeah, those don't fuck around, dude. Yeah. Universe be cray. Universe be cray. I'm just gonna go to the next one. Ooh. I think this is from NASA. It could also be AI. If it's from NASA, it probably is. It does kind of look like a video game. Yeah, not real. Oh, hell yeah. Planet X. Planet X, yo. That's why it's so terrifying, man. Oh, this is sick. I dig it. All right, I'm gonna go to the next one. You like this one? Oh yeah, cute little fishies.
I don't wanna talk about the things we've been through, though it's hurting me. Now it's history. I've played all my cards, and that's what you've done too. Nothing more to say. No more race to play.
Hey, baby. You don't have to play this something.
The winner time.
Say again?
You don't have to play that whole video. I actually I'm having to deal with something quick on my phone. That can't really wait. But my whole thing with that was how bad it is to be induced, and the Pitocin they give you, and you know, because they thought my AVMs were hereditary, but are or like congenital, but are they, or did I get it from being induced with Olin? Because if it
Right.
ruptured her uterus, why couldn't I get an AVM from it?
So true. Yeah, we had some bad experiences, didn't we?
Yeah. Sure
Anyway,
did.
I'll play the next one. This is a human brain.
Okay, so this is pretty cool. In my hands, I'm holding the right hemisphere of a real human brain. Now, most of what you're looking at, see all this folded stuff? That's called the cerebrum. This thing down here is cerebellum. Now, the cerebrum is in charge of a lot of different things, but what I want to focus on is this part right here. This is called your frontal lobe or frontal cortex. Now, this, believe it or not, this whole area right there doesn't fully develop until you're 25 years old. And that's where your personality and a lot of your rational decision making are located, or, well, lack thereof.
Amen. Super legit. I think more videos like that need to be talked about. This next one is a little less reality based. It's about sea monsters. Creepy.
Creepy beepy.
Captured on a mobile phone in China, this strange creature appears to be pulsating, with suckers clinging to the wall. Is this just an elaborate prank created with computer graphics or animatronics, or is it some strange hybrid of a spider or unknown creature?
Yeah, it's mysterious.
Captured on a mobile
animatronics and CGI.
Have an update regarding the time traveler that went into my shed and disappeared. And this is gonna blow a lot of people's minds. And if you're still denying that this is real at this point, this is gonna change your mind. So just a quick recap. This guy walks around my backyard, goes to my shed, opens the door, goes inside, and disappears. Called the cops came, they went in the shed twice. He wasn't in there. They looked, I looked like an insane guy. The cops were like, what is this guy smoking? And you can see he never came back until the next day right here. Notification on my camera that there's somebody in my backyard, and this guy leaves my shed. And he looks right at the camera too. That guy left my shed. But here's the craziest part. This looks like the same guy, maybe, glasses, whatever. Let's look at the other guy. This was the other guy. He noticeably aged. Looks like the same guy, but aged. So him again, and now him. Same facial features, whiter hair. So I don't even know what to think at this point. Somebody explain this. He literally left the same shed. You saw the camera I put before. There was no movement that whole night. Then the next day, this guy leaves the shed, looks right at the camera like he knows, and he looks noticeably older. I don't know. Something's going on. Somebody explain what's going on in my shed. I'll be going there in about a week to give a tour, since a lot of people are asking. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't even know what to think. Did he time travel? Is this a different person? Who is this new guy? Is it the same guy? Let me know what you think, because this blew my mind.
A lot of people are talking about how much they both look like him. They're both him in the future. Or it's his dad and grandpa helping to get his Airbnb boosted.
That's
get more
cool.
booking.
It is convenient how these people always have like an Airbnb or a TikTok shop, you know. And a lot of people made some good points that the camera could have just shut off. You know, I don't think there's time. Well, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
This dude's funny.
Telling a job interview a story that don't make sense. Y'all stay tuned.
Are those bananas on your head?
No, that's my mama.
Well, can you tell me why you're interested in this role?
Well, I just graduated from the zoo since my worm did a handstand on his leg because I fix legs at the dentist when I'm wide asleep folding dishes. I also was preheating the snow because my car had diabetes and my funny bone had to start from seriousness next year. And like, you know, I'm allergic to my step grandma.
I'm sorry, I don't know
Her face.
what you just said. Can you explain to me why you applied for this position? You're in an interview right now.
I know I was getting to that. I'm just saying I'm good at working jobs because brother and mama hair paralyzed when the kitten dogs are drinking Sunny Day at night. No Diddy.
Young man, you're wasting my time here. I have 5 other people to interview. Please hang up. No, we can't discuss this. You have bananas on your head.
Are you allergic to air too?
Are you allergic to interviewing?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's funny.
I'm not thinking.
That's all right. You hit my my tow hitch.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. My best friend just died, and I'm actually like really hysterical right now.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm having like a psychotic episode. My best friend just died.
Well, I'm good with just going away, but if you want to, you know, take your time.
I'm sorry. My best friend just died.
Yeah. There's evidence in the video that suggests that she's gotten into a few more accidents. Just saying. Sucks too. It's a nice car.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's like hand to show what a
Get the
shitty.
TVs and show the children,
Right.
right? This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Get the TVs and show the children, right? This is the worst thing I've ever.
Yeah, no, that guy was hilarious. Just like pans over her whole car. Like you're always having a psychotic break and crashing into shit.
For real.
Crazy. I'm having trouble finding something on here.
What am I looking at here? Oh, orbs. I see. I see.
Weirdest dream you've had that you don't actually think was a dream at all.
Okay, I've tried to record this like 5 times. I guess either obviously I don't know what I'm doing, but I can't figure out how to add the clip of what I'm talking about into my actual TikTok. So I will just add it as the first comment under this video because we did catch this on camera. So let me just say that I have always had a very strange connection with spirits and ghosts, and I'm very scared of them because so many things have happened in my life to make me terrified to the point where like I can't watch scary movies.
Andy,
I
hold on,
can't
pause this.
have.
Was the video before this an orb video?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is that orb video. We usually go from the other way, so that was supposed to play after this, and it's about this story.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
Like antiques or anything old. If I go to a place that has spirit activity, it makes me physically ill. Yeah, so there's just a long history of things, and if anyone's interested, I can get into more of that later. But anyways, so my husband and I had 3 children at the time, and we decided to expand our family, and we were going to do that with IVF. And I'll get into why I'm explaining this later. But none of our families knew at all that we were doing this. It was just a decision between he and I that we were going to try and expand our family, and we would announce when all was well, and etc. We found a doctor who said that we were perfect candidates. We obviously had 3 children prior. And since the only thing stopping us from getting pregnant naturally was the fact that I had my tubes tied. And so IVF would be a wonderful tool for us, and we were ideal patients, basically. So the incident that I'm talking about happened probably the week prior to our very first egg retrieval of our first round of IVF. I've had sleep paralysis before many, many, many times in my life. It terrifies me.
Interesting.
I still don't understand why it happens and all that stuff. But anyways, so I'm having a dream that I am at our IVF clinic, and I'm having a routine ultrasound. And in the corner of the room, in the dark room, is a chair. And in this chair is this woman who I do not recognize. She just kind of looks somber. She's not scary looking. She doesn't look necessarily evil or anything like out of the ordinary, but I could see her face as clear as day. And she has really like long dark hair. And in my dream, I'm like, you shouldn't be here. Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. And I still don't know why I was feeling like this, but in my dream, she like stands up quietly, looks at me, and like walks out the door. But as she's walking out the door, it was as if my body like woke up from the dream, and I realized that I was in fact having sleep paralysis in my bed at our house.
Creepy.
Right? So as I'm realizing this, I'm laying on my back. She sits up. She physically, I'm watching her come out of my body, sits up, and like a deranged animal, crawls off the end of my bed and scurries out our open bedroom door out into our house. I was absolutely terrified. Absolutely terrified. Still couldn't move a muscle. The only thing that I could move was my eyes. So what did I do? I looked at the clock. I can't remember exactly what time it was, but I just want to say it was like 5:50 in the morning. All I could do was look at the clock because it's been so long. I don't know if I ended up falling back to sleep, which I highly doubt, or whatever, but it really, really, really freaked me out. So I ended up taking our 3 kids to school, et cetera. And I ended up sending my husband a text that said, no, like without a doubt, our house is haunted. And we thought so because of some stuff that happened with our youngest daughter that had continued to happen even after this. But this was, in my opinion, like definitive proof that there was something else in our house. And so my husband does not believe in ghosts. So he looks at our security cameras that are in our house. And at the exact minute that I saw on the clock on our security cameras, you see an orb, and the camera was right above our bedroom door, like out into our like living and dining room. You see an orb float by at the exact minute that I saw this happen in our bedroom. And from that day forward, I felt cursed, like cursed that no matter what I did, I just always had this like heavy feeling over me, no matter what, especially when it came to IVF, to the fact that we ended up doing 5 rounds of IVF, all ending in tragedy. Every single one of them failed miserably. And to this day, I cannot discredit the fact that I felt like whatever or whoever that was, like, greatly affected that working, because we ended up having 2 children after IVF failed miserably. So I can't help but think that whoever she was, just like, it was a curse. And that I don't even know what to say.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, and I believe it too. It's crazy.
Me too, 100%.
Yeah, stuff like that happens, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I commented on her video and found out they have since moved from that house, so that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. All right, next one.
Why would you think it'd be a good idea to pull over here?
What do you mean?
I gave you the right shoulder. Why'd you stop here?
Because you turn your lights on right behind me.
Exactly. You have to pull to the right, to the shoulder. I gave you the shoulder. You just kept driving.
You told me to stop, so I pulled over right here.
Yeah, I know. You can't just pull over willy-nilly wherever you want to. I gave you on the shoulder, like the state law says you have to.
You want me to pull over here?
No, we're past that now. We're already sitting in the middle of the road.
Well, you just put your lights on behind me.
Yeah, I did that. That's me signaling for you to pull over to the right side of the road. That doesn't mean pull the left lane and stop.
I didn't know that.
Well, it's a state law. You have your driver's license and you go through driver's ed and they teach you all this stuff.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, I need to see your driver's license and registration, okay? Where are you coming from just now?
I was coming from... Look at my identification.
Where are you coming from? Where?
It might be,
Where are you coming from?
Dale, Indiana, where I live.
Okay, where are you headed?
I was going back there.
Okay, you're driving the opposite way. You're driving south.
Yeah, I was going to my friend's house here in a moment.
So you're not going to your friend's house?
Right.
Okay, where's your friend's house?
My friend's house on South Burkhardt.
Okay. Which way were you taking to get there?
I was going down this road right here. I was going to take Washington to South Burkhardt.
Okay, gotcha.
My ID is a paper ID.
Go ahead and get it to me. That's fine. Are you pregnant?
Give me 1 second.
Are you pregnant?
Am I pregnant?
Yeah.
Why would you say am I pregnant?
I was just asking.
No.
I thought I saw some baby fluid.
No.
Go ahead and hand me your information.
I'm not sure where it's at. I just use it in the moment. They're very big in my
Like you don't have your ID on you?
No.
Do you have a pen?
Do I have a pen?
Yes.
Like, actual, like,
Any pen.
I have a Sharpie. Is that okay?
That's perfect. Just write down your first name, last name, and date of birth. All right, let me see that. I cannot read any of that. What's your last name?
Marshall.
Marshall. What's your date of birth?
March 2nd, 1994.
And you're from Indiana, right?
Yeah. This is my dad's car.
March 2nd, 94. Okay, Anna Marshall.
My dad's name is Steve Marshall. This is his
When was the
car.
last time you consumed alcohol?
It has been a while.
What's a while?
What do you mean a while? I don't normally drink.
So when was the last time you consumed alcohol?
It's been a long time.
Okay, when?
I wouldn't know.
It's been a long
Give
time.
me a guess.
It's been like months, probably.
It's been months. Okay. Hey, Hannah. Hey, real quick, can you put the phone down real quick?
No. What's up?
I'm gonna run you
Why did you pull me over?
expired license plate.
My license plate's not expired.
It is. I just ran it. So I'm gonna have you step out so we're gonna do a series of tests.
I'm not gonna step out.
Okay.
He wants me to step
If you
out.
don't, I'm gonna remove you from the vehicle.
Hold on a second.
If you don't step out, I'm gonna remove you from the vehicle.
He said if I don't step out, he's gonna remove me from the vehicle.
I'm giving you a lawful order to exit. Please do so, so I can make sure you're good to drive.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Wait, hold on 1 second.
No, I can't.
What are
All right, go ahead, step out.
He is trying to open my door. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Look, I'm about to drive off.
Don't do it. Do not.
Drive
Don't drive off. Don't drive off. Do not.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's wild. Those police cam footage.
Do you think he really thought he saw formula? Because, like, why would you think someone was pregnant to have just had a baby if you saw formula, you know?
Right.
Do you think it was because she had a belly?
Well, he knew that. Well, maybe. Maybe.
And then he backtracked, like, oh, I thought I saw formula.
Yeah. I think it was definitely backtracking.
Hilarious.
Agreed.
Of that. So it's time for another one of my favorite stories. This one's called Karma Payback. I was running around with my kids this weekend. We had a little bit of time to kill because my wife was at work, and I said, you know what? Let's go to the trampoline park. That'll be really fun. Get there, and the moment we walk through the door, my youngest son goes, Dad, it's all my friends from school. Eli's here and Cody's here. Oh, there's Trent. There's LD. Oh, look, there's Jess and Joey. Everybody's here. This is going to be awesome. Yeah, buddy, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be a great day. But in my mind, I'm going, did I miss the invite to a birthday party? Turns out I didn't miss it. We weren't invited. Now, I get it. I can come off a little aggressive in my beliefs, and I've been more than vocal about my opinions. Hey, that's fine. It's a public trampoline park, and they're kids. They're going to play together. He doesn't have to go eat cake and ice cream or anything like that. And that would have been what I did if this mom wasn't so vocal towards my child. Okay,
Oh wow.
you guys aren't part of the party. Kids, they want to play together. They've known each other since kindergarten. They're all best friends. Because you don't have to like me, but you're not going to be mean to my kids. I got nothing but time. And I'm already going to spend a little bit of money out here. Extra $200 isn't going to make me feel bad. All these kids come running up to me and go, hey, we want to do the zip line. We want to do the zip line. And Karen goes, that's not part of the party package. Oh, don't worry about me. I got it. Do you guys want to do the foam pit too? Ooh, I know. Who wants cotton candy? I can hear her asking the people who work there, where did we get pizza? Pizza didn't come with the party package. I know it didn't. That's because I bought it. 8, 9, 10. 10 kids. Yeah, we all want to do go-karts. And who wants to play laser tag? Because here's the deal. You have been invited to and have shown up to every single birthday party I've ever thrown. We have been in the same PTA and in the same class together since kindergarten. So you want to be mean to my kid over something that I did, then I'm going to make sure I live rent-free in your head for the rest of the week. I'm going to make sure that your kid talks about how awesome Logan's dad is for the rest of the day. It was a peanut butter cup, Karen. And yes, I'm aware that the video went viral. And yes, I'm aware they talked about it at the school. Little man's birthday's in October. I'm sure we'll see you there.
Yeah, that dude has the right mindset about it. It's probably not good to be so vengeful.
Hey, y'all.
is the
Lots
word.
of new followers.
But you know, it is what it is. Drunk mailman.
Babe,
Yeah.
my phone, I had the heat coming out of the vent, so my phone overheated, so I'm on my other phone now.
Oh yeah.
It was like burning hot.
Understandable.
Monty used to
I have
do that.
probably the world's gross.
Say again.
Monty used to do that, prance like a deer.
Yeah, Orky does too.
Grossest and worst people of Walmart story ever. If you have a weak stomach, this story is not for you. During college, I took a job at Walmart. I started as a cashier and then moved to customer service. And at the customer service desk on this particular day, a gentleman by himself, and that is super important to note and remember, he was by himself, not with another soul, was trying to purchase a money order. I asked him for his address, in which he verbally responded out loud, which prompted the woman behind him to say, "Oh my gosh, you live at such and such motel." He was like, "Yeah, I do." And they began kind of talking back and forth, like, "Do you know so and so? They live in room 13." And, you know, they're just kind of back and forth. And they figure out that they do not know each other, but they know kind of like mutual friends. So as I am like helping him, he reaches his wallet back in his back pocket. And that's where the woman behind him, who again, remember, is not with him, does not know him, just knows of his friends and kind of just like a mutual connection. She notices an open wound on this man's arm. And that open wound is probably a little bit bigger than a quarter, and it's not a scabbed over open wound. It is a wet, pussy, bloody, disgusting open wound. He tells her that he was bit by a spider. He doesn't know the kind of spider, doesn't even know when it happened. They kind of, again, have another conversation about the spider bite, in which she says, you know, after you actually get bit by a spider, you're supposed to suck out the venom. I don't think that is true. I don't think that is true. Maybe it is. I honestly don't know. Anyway, the man's like, "No, I did not know that. I wish I would have known it. Probably would have already been healed by now." Like, they're still discussing this disgusting wound on his arm. She then begins to kind of make verbal, but also like eye motions, like, "You want me to? I don't mind." He then is like, "Okay, sure. This is me." This woman, and again, I'm going to reiterate, they were not together, do not know each other. This woman takes this man's arm, mouth as if she was giving CPR over that wound, that hole, that gaping pussy hole. She sucks down on that as if it is an Oreo McFlurry that she hasn't had because the machine's been down for a week and a half and it's been a hankering of a craving.
Yikes.
Sir, here's your money order. I quit shortly after that.
I'm sure.
So that sounds like a brown recluse bite or something. You need to go to the hospital, sir, or your arm's gonna be fucking gone.
Yeah, and that lady's an idiot for risking her own health by
I don't
like
even-
sucking out infection.
I don't even think that's true about snake venom, is it?
I think it only matters right away because once after that, your body starts like rotting.
But like right away, if you suck the venom out of a
Yeah.
wound, I don't think it gets all of it out, does it? And
No,
can't that?
no.
No.
You gotta get as much as you can, though.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Let's do the next one.
If a child comes to you and says they saw Minnie Mouse kill a child with brass knuckles or anything just as bizarre, please listen. Or even if a child says, my parents are killing or hurting others, please listen. I know it sounds bizarre. It is. There's nothing wrong with the child. If the child is in pain, please listen. I'm a satanic ritual abuse survivor. The parents often wore costumes or masks during their killing rituals. One reason for that is to make the child look crazy if they say anything. So if a child comes to you with any bizarre story that involves harming a child or an animal or anyone, please listen. There is nothing wrong with the child. The child is courageous for telling you, and you get the gift of helping the child. When I was a child, I told many adults. After one sentence, I was always called crazy if I was even able to finish it. It's 2024, and it's time we listen to our children and we give them a voice. The children want you to
Wild. Wild. Yeah, listen to kids.
Hold on. This is literally so stupid, but I'm so mad and I have a headache. But I go to Target and I'm in the middle of like a little tiff with my fiance, whatever. Like, it's not a big deal, but I'm stressed out because I have a headache and I'm hosting tomorrow. And so I was like, I'm just gonna get some candles. I'm just gonna get some candles so my house smells good. Bro, what is with teenagers? Like, you're so mean. These three girls come up to me. Hold on. These three girls just come up to me and they're like, hey, can you help us, like, find a candle? And I'm like, sure. I'm trying to find a candle too, like, whatever. So they pull one and, like, it smells like a fucking candle. And the other one, they literally farted on, bro. Like, why did you have to do that? I already have a headache. I'm in an argument. I'm stressed out. Like, I'm an adult, so, like, capitalism is fucking rocking my shit right now. And then you come up to me and you fart on the candle, and I get it. Like, I'm sure that's funny to you guys, but that just ruined my entire day. So if you're the parents of those teenagers, I don't like you, and I don't like your teenagers either. Fart on a goddamn candle. Fuck you guys.
So I'm laughing now because I read like her comments about it, and she was laughing after the fact. But like in the moment, like, dude, that's fucking gross. Like, even as like dumbass teenagers, we would have never thought to do something that disgusting to someone, because that's actually really fucked up.
Yeah, and they got nothing better to do, right?
And like really gross. Like, you know, just like people that spit in food and stuff, like that's fucking nasty. There's like shit about like bodily fluids and like stuff like that. It's just, it's fucking, yeah, like you're pathetic if you think that shit's funny. I mean,
It's pretty wild.
the only funny thing is like just her attitude about it, like capitalism's rocking my shit right now, and like, you know, it was kind of funny. Like, her video's a little bit funny, but the situation is not funny to me, you know?
Right.
It's like, I don't like you and I don't like your kids.
I don't like your kids. You suck. Yeah.
I want to be friends with that lady.
If an alien abducted me,
took time out of his day, his or her day, to beam me up into a spaceship, just me, not anybody else in the neighborhood, I would make love to them. Because that means I was chosen, special. They didn't just beam up Sally next door because she was out in her yard working. They beam me up out of my own bed as I'm relaxing, playing Candy Crush. So if they took the time to specifically pick me out of all these other humans that are around me, yes, I'll make love. That shows effort. Unlike these people on Tinder who the only thing they want to do is scam me and catfish me and extort money from me. You never know. An alien might make such good love to you, you might fall in love with an alien. And I'm not opposed to that.
Wow.
I thought you might
All
like
right.
that.
You guys, I'm a veteran, so I've been keeping up with this whole recall thing, and because my husband and I are we're both military, so I've been keeping up with this recall. And right now, what they're doing is they're giving everybody the chance to come, like just willingly. They're like, hey, we want you to reenlist. Do you want to reenlist? So right now, they're definitely trying to get some airmen, which is crazy. So the Air Force is really pushing it. They're like, hey, do you want to come back? Do you want to come back? And of course, we're all getting letters being like, no, like nobody's going to respond to that. Nobody wants to come back. What are you talking about? No, I don't want to come back. But I was just reading an article about it. First, I was listening to a podcast and they were basically saying, yeah, this is their plan. This is their plan. They are going to ask volunteers to come. And when nobody shows up and nobody reenlists, they're doing a recall. And so we're waiting on the numbers. We're waiting on the numbers as of right now to see how many people have responded to the letters and showed, like, said, okay, I'll reenlist. But as of right now, that's what we're waiting on. And then once those numbers come in, then they're going to go ahead and they're going to say, all right, veterans, now we're doing a recall. And here's who needs to come. So I don't know how they're going to do it, considering my husband and me were both in the Navy. He was Special Forces, though, so I'm sure he would go before me. But I know when we were in the military, we both couldn't be on deployment at the same time. I don't know if that's how it would work. Basically, the article that I just read said, if you are a prior veteran and you are physically able to go, you will go back to your job, which I was a quartermaster, so I'll just be navigating a ship again. And my husband will be Special Forces. But they basically say they're going to put you back in at your rank and you will, you have to do a 36-month whatever. Proposed. That's their proposed thing. 36 months, which I'm like, what? God, don't do this to us. So yeah, and then we have people out here on Facebook. I was just like, snooping around, and then you have these people out here on Facebook telling all these people who want to join, don't join. Y'all are really screwing us over. Y'all are screwing us over right now because we did our time. I'm not trying to say no time is a good time to join. Okay. You know what I mean? Like no time was a good time to join.
No time is a good time to join. And you're like, oh, you're screwing us over by not joining. Shut the fuck up.
On those numbers to come in, and then I'm sure everybody will start getting letters saying who's going to come back, and supposedly we need to stay fit until 2026. Be ready to go. And they're not relying on like if you went and you hurt yourself and like you physically can't go, then obviously you can't go, but you have to have something from a doctor. But and they're not taking anybody over 55 years old, but if you are able, you have 2 arms, you have 2 legs, and you can go,
We don't need to hear her saying all that anymore. How is she gonna be like, no time is good time to join? Oh, stop telling people not to join. Y'all are fucking things up for me. Like, what are you talking about, bitch?
Right. Yeah, people are contradictory.
Yeah.
Shout out to John Douglas. Enjoy your day at work.
Hail John Douglas.
Let's see here.
Tell me about the weirdest dream you've had that you don't actually think was a dream at all. I'll go first. About 7 years ago, I had a friend pass away. About 6 months after he passed away, he visited me in a dream. Though it wasn't like any dream I've ever had before, and I am convinced I'm not a religious person or anything, but I was certainly visited by a spirit guide. I am wholly convinced that that was what visited me. Told several of my friends this story through Facebook messages. This is in 2017. And I'll share those right here, what those Facebook messages said. But basically, I was standing next to my bed. This was like the dream. I was standing next to my bed, and there was a woman in all white. She had brown hair. She was like maybe 5'6" or something. She looks at me, and it was so weird because it was as if we were talking, like having a conversation, but no words were being exchanged. She puts her hand on my shoulder. She stands behind me, puts her hand on my shoulder, and all of a sudden in my room is my friend that passed away. And he's wearing what he was wearing at his wake, which is so freaky. And he says, "Hey, bud, how's it going?" Something like that. And then I ran into his arms, like crying. And I kept saying, "I'm so sorry," just for the way that he passed away. I was like, "I'm so sorry." And he's like, "It's okay, bud." And I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And he said, "I don't know. You're the first person they've let me see." Oh my God, I just got chills. And I think I said something like, "Who?" And then the lady put her hand on my shoulder again, and I just like jolted awake. And I'm not wholly convinced that was a dream. So let me know if you guys want to hear any of my other freaky stories, because I certainly have quite a few.
That's pretty wild.
I unfortunately missed it.
Oh, she's here. Do you want to listen to it again?
No, I'll listen to it later.
Oh, okay.
I'll just go with that's wild too.
Our kitchen started falling apart, so I asked my wife, "You interested in a new island?" She says, "What do you have in mind?" I said, "Listen to this. Toolboxes." She said, "Hell no." Well, she watched the video, and then the next thing she's on the Home Depot website looking at toolboxes. And within a couple hours, we were down at Home Depot buying toolboxes. Let me show you. Here is our toolboxes that we purchased from Home Depot, Husky brand. Never mind Elton the cat. So these things hold absolutely everything.
If it came with that
15
top.
drawers on each side.
Right.
30 drawers to put our kitchen stuff in. There's all our utensils. We have a knife drawer. My personal favorite, spices, barbecue rubs. All our pots and pans. Cooking dishes. Take a walk around the other side here. Basically a junk drawer for now. Trying to fill all these drawers. Just too many. So one of the best features too is we have a power bar on this side. We have a power bar on the other side and a bottle opener.
Oh, wow. That's sick.
So the only downfall was they were 421 pounds each. Trying to get them home and into the house was a chore. Anyways, if you're looking for a new island for your kitchen, I highly recommend a toolbox from your favorite hardware store.
I'd do that. Those are so sick.
I agree.
Can you hear all
Apparently,
the
the government is about to start listening to.
One more time?
Can you hear all the sirens?
No.
Oh, okay.
Apparently the government is about to start listening to like stuff that we say on our phones. Well, the first thing I want to say is, bitch, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You fat back wildebeest bitch. Fuck ugly as shit, funky as shit, broke ass bitch, ugly ass, dumb ass bitch. Fuck you. Yeah, listen to that. Apparently the government is about to start.
Hi, okay, I'm going to teach you something that's literal magic. You do not have to take any psychedelics or anything for this to happen, but it feels like you're on it. You truly will feel like, let me just explain. It's called mirror gazing. Let me just do a disclaimer. Only do this if you're in a mentally okay spot. Okay, got that out of the way. Dim the lights in your room or whatever room you're in and find a mirror. Sit in front of that mirror and look into your eyes. And just like look into your own eyes in the mirror. I feel like I went cross-eyed there. And just kind of let your eyes glaze over. You don't need to like harshly stare. I don't even want to ruin it for you, but I'll just tell you what happened with me. After about 15 seconds, that is all it took, I started to like dissociate from myself almost. And it felt like I was staring at myself, but like I wasn't my body. I was the soul staring at myself. And then, I'm not joking, guys, my face started to shapeshift. And I'm not crazy.
Wow.
I'm telling you, try this yourself. You will see. I do not know why no one knows about this. My face, just personally, my face shapeshifted the first time I did this, into a cat, and then into myself as a very old woman. And then I started to see some kind of scary things, but that actually can happen. Don't try, if you see something that scares you, don't try to label it. Just be open to it and know that you are safe and everything is fine. I did this also with a very pure heart. I wasn't trying to like mess around. I was just trying to see myself. And I feel like I saw myself in other lives and other dimensions and as an animal. It was very like ancestral. But anyway, it was really cool. I was a little bit creeped out, but let me know if you mirror gaze and how it goes.
Huh. I'm sure there's something to mirrors.
Maybe.
Reminds me of like the sensory deprivation. Like you can trick your brain with a lot of cool different things. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, babe? Can you hear me?
Yep, I agree.
Here's the next one. I think this is the last one too, because this is where I was going to start and go up, and we've been going down. So, and we're about an hour in anyway. So, I gotta feed Booba, eat myself, and prepare for the next stream. So,
Sounds good. Love you.
love you. This is only 47 seconds, so I'll just go from there.
To the thief that stole these dolls out of the yard sale at 3 o'clock this morning, you're going to regret it. They're haunted. Had you waited till sunlight, you would have seen the sign that was under them that said, haunted dolls. If you have children, please don't buy. Okay, I put them in this glass hutch to try and contain whatever was attached to them, and it got so cold that it fogged up.
Oh, wow.
Enjoy. No takesies, backsies. And not to mention, the only reason why I even sold them, had a yard sale to sell them, is because they threw a toy behind my baby and missed her head like that much. I was like, I'm done. And I had a yard sale and try to sell them. Nobody wanted them because I warned everyone and showed them the videos of what these dolls do when they're in your vicinity. Because they were not scared to move right in front of you. Enjoy.
That's funny. Karma.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, to anybody listening all the way to the end, thanks for sticking around. We appreciate you. Any final thoughts, babe?
Nope. Just have a great day, everyone.
Yes, indeed. Indeed, have a great day. And, you know, I'll leave you with something funny. Again, let's see. Yeah. We'll just do that.
Based.
Love you, babe.